Ну, в эфире уже или еще пока нет?
Идет.
В эфире, да?
Да, включили, можно, в принципе, начинать.
Проверила.
Нет, так Андрей начинает, наверное, да, или как?
Андрей,
Да,
потом я.
давай.
Ага.
А потом Артем вроде бы.
Да, потом я.
А
То есть после
вы
меня Артем.
Все поняла.
А, после Андрея тогда, да.
Хорошо.
So, dear colleagues, let's start. My name is Andrei Putyatin. I'm Dean's Concealer and also take care for the promotion of our English language master's program. So today I will tell you about our master's program, which we provide in English. And after that, Artem Zhernov, head of admissions committee, will tell you all things of admission rules, how to proceed to the Department of Chemistry. And after him, Natalia Sharochenko from Foreign Division will tell you about the all particulars of visa and other useful information which you need if you will decide to join us. So if you have any question during my presentation or colleague's presentation, you can ask us in the chat. Yeah, good. So just a few words about Moscow State University, very basic things. It's located in Moscow, Russia, and is the oldest university in Russia. It was established in 1775, and of course the largest one. We have about 40,000 students on board in Moscow State University, and it's a classical university. I mean, in chemistry, we have a lot of different universities in Russia, like technical chemical university, medical chemical university, and others, but we are classical one. Also, we include in the top 50 university in the world in natural science, according QS ranking. Of course, we have a large base of instrumental analysis, infrastructure for research and development, and for trainings of specialists. So in Moscow State University, we have about 50 departments. It's different types in terms of their size, in terms of the number of employees, and the chemistry department is one of the largest. We have more than 4,000 people on board in the chemistry department. It's students, it's different staff, it's professor staff, yeah, and so on. So also we have 16 research divisions. So it's 16 divisions where the students are participating in different areas of modern chemistry, like inorganic, organic chemistry, so medical chemistry and radiochemistry also. Division of radiochemistry, it's about 90 employees with 7 different laboratories. So the good thing that we have state license to work with radioactive samples, and also we have agreement with IAEA. So we are getting a lot of trainees from all the world in different terms, from several days to several months. As example, in this week and next week also, we organized together with IAEA and Rosatom International Winter School on Radiochemistry. So at the moment, participations from 13, I think about 13 countries are being trained. So let's talk about our master program. So decommissioning of nuclear facilities is one of the most most problematic to implement area in nuclear industry. Only one of 3 projects is successfully realized. So a lot of factors we can see, such as different mistakes in project management, in planning, some financial aspects and others. That's why we decide to provide solution, complex solution to the industry. The master's program of project management in the field of decommissioning of nuclear facilities, including radioactive waste management, which combined all features to solve current problems. So next. The structure looks like this. So 25% refers to basic radiochemistry, 25% refers to study of structure of nuclear facilities, and 25 to cultivation of management competitions, and 25 is for accumulation of knowledge on methods of work execution. A little bit more details. The program includes course of decommissioning objects infrastructure with introduction and details of nuclear fuel cycle objects. Next course of decommissioning technology, which include methods of deactivation of structure and equipment, methods of dismantling and fragmentation of equipment and structure, and of course, a big model of radioactive waste management. Next, it will be a course on territories presence. Students will get an understanding of nuclear radiation hazard facilities, decommissioning system, with all regional details and features. Next course on supranational regulation based on IAEA and NEA acting standards and solutions. Next one is the cost management. It's how I already said, it's a huge problem to provide high qualified economic models for decommissioning. So it's one of the main mistakes in the planning. Yeah. So we include planning, project cost estimation, methods for evaluation values, risk assessment, etc. And the last but not least, course of project management, including every issues to understanding of international standards and project management. After finish our education, you can take a PMA D level certificate in the field of project management. So you will be one of the best specialists with worldwide recognition. And a few words about practice. We signed agreement with Rosatom companies about practice side. So, and it's very important, I think, those students who will go to our Master's of Science program, they will have a project, not in the simulated condition, but in condition in real facilities that it's under decommissioning right now. Yeah. The next program in our series is the field of nuclear medicine. From this year, we are developing it in the start training process from this September. The program implemented jointly with the leading international companies of the nuclear industry in this field. It's Rosatom Healthcare and Rosatom Overseas also. Also, we include Fukushima University and the Imperial College of London in this program. The name of the program is Master of Radiopharmaceutical Chemistry. So as you can see on the slide, nuclear medicine, it's a convergence of science. Yes. So it combines elements of chemistry, of course, it's biology, physics, so medicine, and others. And as I already said, Moscow State University consists a huge number of departments, yeah, with divisions, a lot of divisions. So we have very wide opportunities for collaboration and cooperation between departments. Radiopharmaceutical chemistry involves a whole range of tasks, such as combined determination, radionuclide selection, its synthesis, molecular preparation, preclinical and clinical testing. The structure of master program concerns the full stage of radiopharmaceutical development, from basic radiochemistry to synthesis of radiopharmaceuticals in compliance with all the necessary rules of international certification, environmental aspects, and radioactive waste management. And all this is provided in combination with project management to create competitions in this field. A few details of the models of the master program. The basic part, of course, radiochemistry. Students will be given the necessary knowledge and practice, of course, on working with radioactive substances, as well as learn how to work with scientific database, writing scientific articles, etc. Next one is the methods of production of radiopharmaceutical. It includes the entire process from methods of obtaining radionuclides to the synthesis of radiopharmaceuticals. Of course, radiopharmaceuticals must be produced in accordance with all international rules for certification. So a separate part is decided to the features of GMP certification, safety, and environmental protection. After the work with radiopharmaceutical is complete, radioactive waste is generated. We will provide all the necessary knowledge in this area, including the specifics of the transport of radioactive substances. And the last, of course, project management and features of intellectual property protection. After completing the master program, graduates will be able to manage the process of creating a radiopharmaceutical, so making a great contribution to society in Russia and other world. So thank you very much. If you have any question, you can write it in the chat. And next, I want to give the floor to Artem Zhornov. Artem, the floor is yours.
Так. Dear friends, I will tell you about admissions process next summer. My name is Artem Zhernov. I'm head of admission office of chemistry department. All information you could see on our official sites. It's pk.chem.msu.ru. In our Vkontakte, vk.com official group, and ask us through email abitur@chem.msu.ru. Official regulations for admission are published. This is a Minobernauki issue, and our MSU admission rules that is published on site cpk.msu.ru. It's in Russian, but you could translate it, automatic translation maybe. That some issues may be special for next year, and because of pandemic, and you should check that changes in May next year. We will try to tell you about these changes on our open day in May and put points on all eyes. Our educational programs for foreigners are listed in this table. First of all, it's Bachelor Studies. It's 4-year program. The second is a Specialist Studies that combine a general study in bachelor study and master studies, and specialist degree is equal to master degree. It's equal to master degree. Not a lot of places of allowance. I'm telling about the solution to the teachers, to the examinators. Master studies, there are two kinds of master studies. It's 2-year program in chemistry, but there are two kinds of master studies. It's in Russian and in English. So we have two kind of exams. It's chemistry written exam in Russian and chemistry written exam in English. Price for, it's a tuition fee. It's not stated yet, but it's approximately 450,000 rubles annually. It's a prepayment, should be prepaid for each half a year. So we have only one program, educational program in English. All other are in Russian language of teaching and examination, instruction and examination. Admission track. So recognition of your previous foreign education could be done, could be conducted before the application process. You could do it through the recognition.msu.ru site. After June 15, we will start an application process. The application, you should do your application through webanketa.msu.ru site. After application, So on this stage, we check your documents and start recognition process if you have not done it yet. And after the application, we start exams. After the exam, we publish a range list of all participants of exams. We make a recommendation for a loan for enrollment for successful participants. And after that, we make final documents checking, making agreement with you. You make first semester payment. We issue a visa. We issue a visa invitation. You arrive in Moscow, get a consent, and after that we make an enrollment of you. And the start of study is September the 1st. September the 1st. The key dates. Applications starts June 15, and deadline for bachelor and specialist studies is July 10, and for master programs is July 12. Exams starts after the application deadline and goes until July 25. And exam for master studies is usually 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July. We have a special dates of exams for foreigners. It's late June. If you want, you could pass examinations late June. It's like 26th, 27th, 29th of June. After exams, we published ranked list. It's on July 27th. And after that, you choose, and send us enrollment consent. This date could be changed. Check it, please. On your application dates, maybe it could be later, but I think it will not be earlier than August 9. Application should consist of several documents. First of all, it's your passport. Passport, your ID that is recognized in Russia, recognized for international traveling. You should present the main page where is your photo, and a page with Russian visa if you have one, if you ever had one. The second very important document is an evidence of previous education. It's secondary, for secondary education, for bachelor and specialist studies, and bachelor diploma at least for master studies. If you have a SNILS, if you have one, it's Russian document, that will be good. It's 2 photos of passport format on matte paper. It's 3 to 4 centimeters in size. You may apply for not more than 5 programs simultaneously in Lomonosov Moscow State University next summer. And for master studies, you should make preliminary choice of sub-program, the kind of chemistry you want to study, the branch of chemistry you want to study. All your documents must be accompanied by an authorized translation. So by a notarius that is recognized in Russia, or by consular translation in Russian consulate in your country. Then a legalization procedure. If it is required, several countries doesn't require legalization procedure. Some require consular legalization, some require just apostille legalization. And then you should make a recognition of documents through the site recognition.msu.ru if you want to do it before June 15th, and through the webanket.msu.ru after that. If you get your previous education evidence later. So MSU has a right to recognize your document as well as our state regulators in Russia. In all translations that you apply, your name must match the spelling on the Russian visa or probable Russian visa. So please consult consulate of Russian Federation in your country to spell your name in Russian. Spell your name in Russian properly. So the application site is webanketa.msu.ru. List. So the minimum pass point on master exams, 40 from 100. And on bachelor and specialist exams, Russian chemistry is 36 from 100 maximum. So the competitive list is impersonal. We publish it on July 27. All participants, all applicants are listed there in order with a sum of points on exams. So a list consists of SNILs, or your special code if you have no SNILs, the amount of points, the sum of points, total points, points for individual tests, the presence of your consent for enrollment, and the original of certificate of previous education. Yeah, if there will be a need of these original due to pandemic. So after that, you present us your consent for enrollment, and we make a final check of your documents. And so put you a variant of agreement. You sign the agreement, pay for first semester, and you are enrolled for study Moscow State University from the September 1st. So I wish you a good luck, please ask your questions through our email. And in this session also, I will glad to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Artem Evgenievich. I think I can follow up with the presentation for foreign students. One moment. Okay, so dear prospective students, my name is Natalia. I'm a specialist of the Foreign Office, and I would like to clarify some points about your education at the Moscow State University and at the Department of Chemistry. So first of all, what we do is we do visas and registrations for you, which is very important during your stay in Russia. We also are responsible for some dormitory issues, and of course you can come and ask us some general questions about your study and about your life in Moscow. We are always ready to help you. Here you can find our contacts. Our main email is foreign@chem.msu.ru, and as for Chinese students, we experience some problems with delivering the Microsoft Office email. So you also have our gmail.com here, foreign.msu altogether @gmail.com. And also here you can see our phone. And our office is room 231 at the Department of Chemistry. So as for the visas and registrations, we should tell you that first of all, if your country has a visa regime with Russia in terms of international students, we apply for your visa invitation about 50 days before your actual arrival. You will wait and get an invitation from us, and with this invitation and a passport, you will go to the consulate or the general embassy in your country, and you will obtain the first incoming visa. After that, you communicate to us when are going to arrive, and we will make a new registration for you just after you come. And after that, we will make a prolonged visa, usually for 1 semester or just generally 6 months. So you can stay here and study. And 1 month before the end valid date of your visa, we will make another one. So you are always covered legally with your living in Russia. It is very important that you fill out the data for the first visa. We will send a special document for that. And we will also remind you that you should come and sign some documents for new visas when it's time. As for the registrations, if you are living in a dormitory of the Moscow State University, we will register you timely. So for the first time when you come, we will make a registration for you for 90 days or a term of your visa if it's less. And then we will make a registration usually for the end of the study year, nearly in July. It's a common practice for us. It's very important if you are living in a flat that you register regularly with a landlord, because if you somehow miss your registration term and if your registration is over, then you may be deported from the country, and this is extremely serious. As for some advice about health and security, there are special healthcare plans for international students. There are approved companies that provide medical insurance for international students. You can find it in the link on the slide. Also, we have a special medical center for students. It's clinic number 202. It's not far from the university subway station. Also, there are emergency numbers that you can see here: firefighters, police, ambulance, and general emergency services. Of course, we hope that nothing bad will happen to you, but just know that we have special services for that. And in case of any questions, you can ask us or, for example, a dormitory responsible person. As for the dormitories themselves, usually our students live in the FADS complex, which is about 10-15 minutes from the Department of Chemistry, and the main building, the famous one that you can see in many pictures, Gazette. It's just 3 minutes from the faculty. There are many shops, canteens, and services in the dormitories, from hair salons to chemists. There are rooms to study and relax for you, so your study process is continuous and perfect. Also, it is located in a very beautiful district of Ramenki. You can see a lot of green areas here. There's sightseeing spot nearby, so you can walk and enjoy the views of Moscow. And as for the rules of arrival, I will tell about it in detail. So you should always notify us prior to arrival, perfectly 10 days before, stating your date of arrival and the airport of arrival, because we are giving this data to the authorities so they can let you in. You should do a PCR COVID-19 test less than 72 hours before the flight and immediately after the arrival. The best option is to do an express test in the airport, which the result you will get about in an hour. And after that, you won't need to self-isolate. And you can just go immediately to a dormitory or rented flat. However, if for some reason the express test is not available, you should go to the FADS 6 building and self-isolate before you get the results. This is quite important due to the current COVID situation. We will be glad to welcome you at the Department of Chemistry. If you have any questions, please ask us. And quite soon we will listen to our student who will share the experience at the MSU.
Здравствуйте.
Hello, Zian.
Hi.
Thank you for coming today. Could you share some experience of yours at the MSU?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So my name is Zian. I came from China, and it's already my third year in Moscow, and I study in chemistry faculty. I really liked life here, and I really enjoyed studying here. Although it's really hard, but all the people and teachers are really helpful. And I believe that if everyone tries the best, we're going to get the best result in the end. And in the free time, I travel a lot in all the different cities in Russia, and I really like the culture here, and I like to meet different people here. Yeah. And I hope in the future there are going to be more students from different countries join us in the chemistry faculty.
Thank you very much. Could you please tell us how was your adaptation in Russia? What was your experience when you first came? Were you scared or very excited?
I was very scared and also very excited when I came here firstly. And to be honest, it's a lot of shocking facts that occurred to me in the early life in Moscow. And I just, but I tried my best to explore more, and I tried my best to talk with local people more. And it was really great to get to know more about the country and the people here. And I feel like the more you live here and the more you get to know the people and culture here, the better you're going to enjoy the life here.
Thank you. That's a very good advice, I think, for our prospective students. Thank you very much for sharing.
You're welcome.
So, dear colleagues, as I see we don't have questions,